touch each letter and sound out the word. Now it's J.
J.
That's an E. What sound does E make?
E. J. E. T. Jet.
Jet. So now we're going to build the word jet. Say the sounds as you pick up the letters. And
J.
put 'em- No, it's J.
J. That's even.
Because J is adding an extra sound that's not part of this. It's just J.
J.
What's the next sound?
No. J.
It's J. Say J.
J. E.
E.
T. Jet.
Jet. And trace that J and say J. Say J.
J.
Trace the E and say E.
E.
What does that make?
Jet.
Jet. Okay. Now the next one has a different kind of J. This was what kind of J? Say lowercase j.
Lowercase.
And what kind of J is this?
Lowercase.
You can don't. You can say uppercase. That's not wrong, but the more common term is capital.
Capital.
So why is this one lowercase j and this one's capital J?
Because
When do we use a capital letter? On a name. If it's a name, we have to use a capital letter. And this is a name. So let's sound out this name. Touch each letter and sound out the name.
J.
It's not J. Right here. Say J.
J. E. D. Jet.
No, this is not a T.
J.
This is a T.
J. E. D. Jet.
You're still saying T, but this is a D. So we need to say J.
J.
Ed.
Jed.
Jed. So let's find the letters and say the sounds as you match them.
J.
Move to the next one.
E. D. Jed.
Jed. So that's a name. So now I want you to trace that name. Say it.
J. E. D.
Beautiful. Okay, let's sound out this name right here. Why is this a capital letter?
Because names start with capitals.
Good. So let's sound this out.
J. E.
No.
A. J. A. N. Jan. J. A. N. Jan.
So say it real loud. Say Jan.
Jan.
Okay, so match the letters. Say the sounds as you match the letters. Using a capital J because it's a name.
J.
That's not an N. No, that's not a match. Try again. Good.
N.
No. What sound does this letter make?
N.
There you go. So say the sounds.
J. A. N. Jan.
Jan. Say it real loud. Say Jan.
Jan.
Good. Now trace the letters. You have to hold the paper still, always. Say the sounds. No, you have to pick up your pencil in between the top and the middle of that J. I prefer you do the hook part first. I think that's the more correct way, but I can live with it if you do the top first. But you definitely have to pick up your pencil. Say J.
J. A. N.
And what word is that?
Jan.
Loud where I can hear you. Jan, okay? So now why does this word have a capital J?
Because it's a name.
Because it's a name, so sound it out.
J. A. N. John.
John, so match the letters in John. Say the sounds.
J, R, E, John.
Okay, so trace those letters. You gotta hold the paper still when you're writing. Always hold the paper still. Say it. Okay,
J,
there you go.
R, E, John.
Good. Sounds really fun.
J, E,
That's not correct. Try again.
E, G, J.
Say that really loud.
Jig.
Do you know what jig means? What does it mean?
Dance.
A dance. Good. What kind of J is this? Is it a capital J or is it a lowercase j?
Lowercase.
Okay, because why is this one a lowercase? Why is this one a lowercase?
Because it has a dot.
That is true. It's because we need a lowercase because it's not a name and it's not the beginning of a sentence. So match the letters to jig. Say the sounds.
J, E, J.
Jig. Good. Okay, now trace jig. You gotta hold the paper still. Always hold the paper when you're writing.
J, E,
What is it?
Jig.
Excellent. Can you put the letters back in the bag? Okay. You did a great job building Jet, Jed, Jan, John, and Jig.